Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my Minecraft tutorial video today. Today we're going to be building an automatic kelp farm. Kelp is great because you can use it as a fuel source, and this farm is pretty much giving you an unlimited resource for kelp. You're going to start off by finding yourself an area that you want to put it in. Preferably you should put it close to your house. I'm using this world as just a world that I'm going to be showing tutorials in. So this one doesn't really have anything else in it other than whatever was already here. You want to start off by using either dirt, sand, or gravel, whichever you prefer, because kelp will grow on either of those three. The only thing kelp will not grow on is actual stone blocks. When you're done building your kelp farm, you can decorate it up however you want it. I used smooth stone in my worlds to decorate it up. Doesn't really do anything extra, just, it gives it that nice little look to it. And you want to start off building your kelp farm by building stairs out of that block that you're using. I like to use dirt because it stacks and it doesn't drop. And with the kelp farm, you can go as high or as low as you want it. Doesn't really matter because it's going to be your farm, so you can do it however you like. But for this you will need hoppers, the block that you're using, some kelp, water, and chests. Let's go with the diorite block for the outside of it. Now you do want to build up your decoration blocks one higher than the actual top of it, because you're going to need those to keep the water in. You don't have to put the blocks all the way around it like I did in my worlds, but it gives it an extra little look to it. That's each level you want to go one higher, maybe two, for each level that you're putting a block that you're going to be putting kelp on, so the water doesn't run out on you. That way you don't have a big mess all over the place. I think for this one we will go two higher on each one. With the exception of the top row. You're also going to need to come out one further than the bottom row is, and keep it a little on the higher side on the bottom, so the water again doesn't go all over the place. Now here, I usually just place a chest down just so I can get the hoppers to go where I need them to. And with the hoppers, you do want to go one higher because of the way the water's going to run. If you need to, just go ahead and break the blocks, or just not fill in the bottom until after you're done placing your hoppers. And again, just replace your blocks. And then you're going to want to build, or you're going to want to dig down quite a ways for this. But first you're going to want to, I've actually messed this up. Okay, I didn't mess it up as bad as I thought I did, but here's what you're going to do. When you get down here, put 2 hoppers on top of this chest, and then put a hopper that faces into the chests from the main set of hoppers. If you mess up, don't worry. The hoppers, you'll get them back when you destroy them, when you break them. Back down to here. Let's go ahead and fill this back in just for purposes. This was already here. I just filled it in just for show. And you're going to want to add 2 more hoppers to the bottom of the chest. In order to add the hoppers to the chest, you are going to have to crouch for that part, so that way you don't open the chest and accidentally put them in there and all that, have to pull them back out. And you're also going to need furnaces. Do as many or as little as you want. I particularly like to have a lot of furnaces because I like to go AFK and let the farm just run. But you have to be around the farm for it to run, or else it's not going to run. And add the furnaces. Again, crouch to add the furnaces. And with me and my furnaces, I like to put my chests around the back of it. Actually, let me take these out because I actually, with mine, put 2 more chests at the bottom of it, just for that extra storage. And then I add the 2 hoppers to it. And again, crouch to put the furnaces on. And like I said, with my furnaces, I like to have my chests around the back of it so that way they're not in the way, and I can get to them a lot easier if need be. And add 2 chests to it to add your fuels. And then 2 hoppers at the bottom with another double chest underneath of it. This part's done. Now on to the other part of adding your kelp and getting it started. Add the kelp, just simple. Okay, maybe not as simple as I thought it was going to be. I know what I didn't do, and why I didn't plant on the grass, because you have to add the water first. The water has to be down before you can plant the kelp. I did forget about that. That was my entire mess up. But either way, it will work. Here we go. Add the water. Adding the water, and now the kelp should grow. You can only put one kelp per block, but the kelp does grow. And then once the kelp hits a certain height, the water flowing will break it off and send it down below. And then whenever you want, whatever you want to do, add stairs, ladders to get access to your kelp furnaces, to your smelter furnaces for your kelp. And it appears I forgot a couple blocks here and there. That's alright, that's what this is for. Now, alright, with the back, I will go one higher. Just to get that extra look. And I think we will go higher, one more, on each of the rows on the outside. Just because every so often kelp does get stuck, and it will land on the sides of it. And also go one higher on the front. Now this should start working at any moment now. And you will need to add some kind of fuel source, whether it be dried kelp blocks, which will work, coal, wood, whatever your choice is. Where's regular coal? There we go. Coal or charcoal will work as well. So with the coal, you just come around to the back, open it up, throw some in, and it'll split it up. Should split it up between the two furnaces. It may not, it might. It's hit or miss if it does or not. And just for the fun of it, we'll add a few more pieces of coal to it. That way at least both sides have a stack of coal, and there'll still be a half waiting for them to go in. And of course you're going to want to add some kind of light source down there, whatever your light source preferences will be. I think for the time being I wanted to show you the new lanterns that came out with the last update for PlayStation, and also the fact that with it you can now, if you're holding any kind of light source in your hand, whether it be torch, redstone torch, or lantern, your map will light up along with it. Okay, kelp has just started flowing in. As you can see, the furnace is already going with it. Now you can also do another little thing. Instead of having it like that, what you can do is have your chests, have your top chests out like this, and then just take everything, move it one block forward, rather than destroy everything and start all over. I'll just add more. This way, this top chest you'll be able to access from the outside, and it will make it easier for you if you actually have to drop a few pieces in here and there because they've stuck to the side. You can do it that way. Wrong one. And either way for a chest, it doesn't matter because it's all gonna end up going into the furnaces anyway. And then when you're done, just go ahead and block this off. Add your blocks back to it, so that way you don't accidentally fall into the hole. Which, I mean, you could fall into this one, but one block. believe with my last kelp farm that I made, it was at block up at 108, and I added several front hoppers and chests to it. I believe I have them up to 5 double chests, maybe 6, because of all the kelp that it produces. And you know, while you're digging, looking to add more room, you'll come across coal, iron. You won't be that far down, so coal and iron is probably the only things you really come across. But for this next add-on for it, you will need lots of room, and again, lots of hoppers. And some light. If you happen to end up in a cave or a cavern, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's a cave or a cavern. You'll find stuff. With the add-on for it, it's just as simple as this. You want to go down another block lower, and how far you're actually going to have everything. Actually, 2 blocks lower, but also make yourself a walkway while you're at it. And this will be your feeder setup for the kelp farm, your kelp storage. Ah, I forgot to add the coal back to it. And then, you'll see, as you see, there's kelp in both furnaces. Matter of fact, let's help it along some. And then we'll just add the kelp to this box right here, just because it's there and it's easier to get to for it, just for the time being. But once the kelp dries out, it'll drop into this hopper, and then drop into this box, and then from this box, chest, whatever you want to call it, it'll flow all the way down this entire line. this box should fill up first, and as each box fills up, it'll move on to the next box, and the next, and the next, and the next, and so on. You can also add on furnaces. But with that, you're also going to need to add on chests and hoppers as well. So it's two hoppers per furnace. One for the fuel source and one for the feeding of the kelp. But then that also means you gotta add more chests onto it. When you add on the other chests, just really easy, just take one of the double chests away from both ends of them and add it on to the other end, like so. Now it may end up being that you have to pick up your kelp, but that's fine. And then if you want, add on 2 more hoppers. To add into your fuel, to add on to the fuel. I'm going to use these just for show, or just for something to stand on. But you want to add the hoppers and the chest there, so that way you don't have to worry about which way you're going with it and whatnot. And that way, if you've already added the extra chest to it, it's already going to feed into them. And then any extra kelp, like I said, that you pull out because of the moving of the stuff, just go ahead and put it back in. It's not going to hurt, it's not going to mess anything up, you'll be fine with it. But you see, it's filling up rather quickly. And also, you're going to want to have an additional chest down here, an additional double chest, as well as a crafting table. Place that wherever you like. Let's clear up some room for everything. Place it in front of the furnace, behind the furnace, whatever your preferences will be. That's for this video. Let's place it all right here. Great thing about those, with the crafting tables, you can place them wherever. And then we'll make kelp blocks. Now it's 9 for each block, so. And then when you're done, if you'd like, replace the kelp, take the kelp blocks and put them into the fuel furnace. That way you also have a complete endless supply of fuel for the furnace. Kelp does work great, and it lasts longer than coal will, but not as long as lava. Alright, well that's it for my tutorial. Thank you. If you have any comments, please leave them below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and hit the bell for notifications for all my new videos.